If you're not familiar with the story of Carlee Russell, she is a young African American woman who made national headlines for going missing along with an unidentified toddler that she claimed she saw walking on a freeway. Now, fast forward a couple of days, and she randomly shows up at her parents' doorsteps and has been found. Initially, everybody was excited and was just happy to know that a missing person was found, but there was also a lot of question as to what happened. And the most recent plot twist to this entire situation is that she was lying. She was lying not only about her being missing, she was lying about the toddler, and she essentially lied about the entire thing. Her lawyer recently released a public statement. We're going to go over it and then break it down.
Kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself.
I mean, this is literally crazy. This young, I want to say she's 25-year-old African-American woman made national headlines over a hoax. She lied about the entire thing. And this, again, is happening at the same time that there are thousands of missing women, predominantly African-American women, who are legitimately missing, who are legitimately in danger, who are legitimately in precarious situations. This hoax is happening at the same time all those cases are going unsolved. Just keep that in mind.
My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing.
This is so crazy.
My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues.
Okay, she issues an apology, I get it, and asks for prayers. I mean, clearly the woman is unwell. Like, for anybody to go throughout these great lengths to create a hoax, like, the woman is clearly unwell. But just the irony of the whole thing of you literally scamming thousands of people, like the whole nation to a certain extent, this entire system, you have all these resources, tax dollars, different volunteers, and now you're asking for prayers. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you obviously clearly need prayers because there's something psychologically, spiritually going on. I don't know. It just strikes me as a bit strange. Anyways, let me continue.
Attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers.
Yeah, she needs
We have
prayers.
a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
She lied. Finally, we know she lied. I'll be curious to see what she actually has to say when she herself faces the public. She's probably not doing that for God knows whatever reason. I mean, the whole thing was a hoax, so it's not because she was necessarily traumatized from anything happening to her. She's maybe just afraid of the public scrutiny she's going to get. We'll find out. But she lied. She lied to the public. She's asking for an apology. She's asking for forgiveness. I do believe in second chances. I do believe when people genuinely repent, genuinely want to change, genuinely recognize that they have done wrong, that it's okay to extend grace to them. With that said, though, I do think criminal charges are definitely warranted. She obviously probably needs some form of psychological or spiritual healing help evaluation, because in order for a person to go through that level of deceit, this was completely planned. This was completely on purpose. This was not a lapse of sanity. This was not, oops, I just made a mistake. This woman planned to do this. So again, for this woman to go through these great lengths to scam literally the nation, clearly there's something going on there. I don't know if it's narcissism, if she's bipolar. I don't know. I'm not a therapist, but clearly there's some psychological issues. With that said, though, that doesn't negate the fact that there is some issue. There was a crime committed, likely, that a lot of people were scammed, and that it is reasonable that she faced some form of repercussions. Now, we do live in a culture where attention is currency, and unfortunately, I think very broken, sick individuals are going to continue to do things like this just to get attention. We've already seen women, unfortunately, be rewarded for their scamming. I mean, if you think of Anna Delvey, I mean, she literally has multiple documentaries about her for literally scamming people on social media and creating this entire persona about herself. I mean, she went to jail, but she got out of jail and still is getting interviews, and still is getting money, still getting accolades. And so there is a culture of scammers. There's a culture of scamming for women that certainly exists. And this case is just an example of that. There were some rumors out there saying that she did this whole hoax because she wanted to get back at her boyfriend. I don't know if that is a rumor or if that's true, but if it is, it's still not okay. There is no situation where it's okay to lie to this level. It's not helping the fact that it's already common for African American women in particular to be overlooked and to not necessarily get the attention that they need. And so this hoax makes it harder now for those Black girls who really are missing. Image of Black woman, which is already under attack, which is already facing a lot of scrutiny. This situation only made it worse. And if there is ever a thought of whether or not attention needs to be given on more Black women missing, this situation now gives more reason for people to doubt whether or not that attention is even needed. So this certainly doesn't help in that capacity. And then secondly, like I said, it should not be easy to scam people. So yes, criminal charges are definitely warranted on some capacity. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what the different options could be. Ultimately, I hope she goes through whatever healing that she needs. She obviously needs it. I hope her family does as well. And hopefully justice is served and reasonable criminal charges are applied so that she can learn and that the precedents can be set that we cannot get comfortable scamming people for attention, for emotional reasons, for emotional breakdowns. That's just not okay. It doesn't matter the reason. But anyways, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.